see it from both ways. I don't know. How do you feel?
It's I think the reason that they don't is, you guys, obviously we're all kind of coming from the same mindset, but they don't want to alarm everybody, get the big crowd of parents demanding to bust down the wall. And come out,
because if there seriously was a bomb threat, then all of those parents are going to be harmed as well. You think about that too.
Well, that too.
The first reaction is you want to run in as a parent, grab your child, and run out as quick as you can.
Well, I don't know why they were keeping them in the school if there is a bomb threat. Like, that's kind of, but where are they going to take them? I don't know, but.
That's a tough one because either way, if let's say a bomb did go off children there, you made the wrong decision.
Yeah.
Yet again, though, if every time someone did that, thank God it's not all the time, but if you're disrupting, like it's a hard call. I'm glad I don't have to make that call or a call like that,
right?
Because that would be a tough one. It's like where do you say? I'm sure that happens almost all the time at sporting events, Cubs games.
Yeah.
Someone suspicious bag left here.
Yeah.
Do you get everybody out?
Right.
I know.
What do you do?
I'm sure we've all been somewhere where that's happened before.
Absolutely.
And we had no idea because
whatever
event didn't alarm everyone involved,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a tough one because unfortunately, there's no real right answer.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I think probably, and this is hard to say as a parent, but you do got to remove yourself from the situation. Probably the best way is call the fire department, the police, let them do their thing. But I would like, as a parent, I would like them to move the children out. But then what if you get one the next day? And then what if you get one the next day? And then what if you get one the next week?
And again, and I don't know, like, obviously the article is pretty vague. I don't know, maybe the bomb threat was outside of the building because they said they cleared the interior and exterior. So maybe you would have, if you took the kids outside, maybe you were moving them to, actually closer to where they thought the bomb was.
Right.
Maybe that's why they were keeping them inside,
And I don't understand why people, do this too. Like, what is the point in calling in to a school and making a bomb threat? Like, why do you get off doing that? Like, there's just sick people out there, I know, and it's just,
it probably bothers you more now too as parents.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I can't watch things that harm children. Yeah, I can't sleep
your whole mindset and the way you think and act and the things you do, it changes.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah. I've never. Well, I can't say I never, but we talked about it for a little bit. Like I was never really an aggressive driver, but as far as turning left, turning right, before I'm like a grandma in that sense now. Like I double. You see me. I triple check before I turn.
So you're the annoying driver that I'm.
No, I still move fast, but I definitely like. It's like I check 2-3 times before I make that turn real quick.
You don't take it for granted that person's turning or whatever.
Whatever it might be. Like I know that no one's coming before I turn into traffic or whatever it might be. Like I definitely am overly cautious of that now because it's I hate even thinking of it, but it just a car sometimes you just don't see them and unexpectedly there they are right there. And when you got like a little 3-year-old in your car, it's scary thinking like. There's metal on metal going 30 to 60 to more miles an hour. It's a pretty scary thing. What else do you got? You want to talk about more things?
Sure. Melinda, you got anything right now?
No, I'm all covered. It's all you.
Oh, okay. All right.
Don't forget, I got some stuff too.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It is
Scott who? The Scott
Scott, huh? No, Melinda and Sarah Ford show.
By the way, too, I don't know if he is currently, but I just looked at a text from Josh. He said that he is listening kind of on vacation, in and out, but he is going to listen to the entire show on the way home, driving home.
Nice.
Josh, you're fired.
Yeah. You have been replaced. Be happy at Disney.
Hope it was worth it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Josh, I hope you and your family, Gus, your wife, Penny, I hope you guys are having a great time on vacation.
Absolutely.
Miss you here on the show. And it's nice having a little bit of a change, having these women here.
Yeah.
I don't mean women as...
The cackling hens.
The cackling hens.
Yeah, exactly.
Adam also, I don't know if he's still listening because I know he has to get up early, but he was, of course, joking, but he said, get those two. I can't say the word, but he didn't swear. It wasn't like the B word, like but it was...
It was the C word.
Yeah, even better.
Something different, but derogatory.
Nice. Okay.
Derogatory
Great.
word.
Thanks,
but
Adam.
But that was cool. He's listening too, or
Awesome.
was. I hope he gets to hear his name, but I didn't know he was listening because I know he has to get up like super early. He has to be at work.
Well, and Steve,
he falls asleep to it.
Yeah. Our
Yeah.
brother Steve in Texas was going to try to listen
yeah?
to
Oh,
it,
yeah?
so
Nice.
for the first
Nice.
time. So hopefully he's listening as well.
First time.
So
Been on the show how long? Doing the show?
well, that was Twin
Well,
is on.
his
First time.
twin, yeah,
Yeah,
his
his
twin
twin
is on.
is on. So okay, so I also saw that Weird Al Yankovic. We all know who he is.
Sure.
That I'm not sure when this was, but he turned down at some point in his career. He turned down a $5 million beer endorsement.
Whoa.
And he said it was because a lot of his fans, or he said my fans, are young and impressionable.
Very-
Yeah,
So that
I'm glad
is-
you brought this
yeah.
up.
Pretty remarkable.
Yeah.
I thought. Yeah.
Wow.
Now, very good
And
subject.
maybe, real quick, maybe that was early in his career when he was more successful. And maybe now he would have changed his mind. I don't know.
No.
Oh, Sarah,
But-
I saw I don't even remember I don't know if it was a documentary.
It
or
was an
something.
interview.
An interview. Yeah, it was an interview.
Yeah.
So they're showing his home, and he's very, very wealthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
And he was
so-
smart with his money, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
But
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up because we could talk about that for a few minutes. That is someone who $5 million.
Right.
I mean, I don't care how much money you have. $5 million is still a lot of money. okay?
Yeah.
That is someone who talked about on the show quite a bit, who has a lot of integrity.
You're
Okay,
right.
someone who cares about his fans.
Yeah.
Someone who also cares about the morals and the livelihood of his fans. I have young fans. I can't be promoting beer.
Right.
I can't do that. I honestly think in Weird Al's case, it wasn't more about his image. It was like,
Right.
I really do care about my fans, and I can't do that. Like
Yeah.
I can't do that. You know,
Yeah.
Zig Ziglar, when he told the story often. When he was his mom was a very strong Christian woman. I think he had like, I should know the number, but something like 8 brothers and sisters. His dad died when he was 3 years old, and they lived on a farm, poor, dirt poor. Okay. And when he was very young, he had to work, and I don't remember the numbers, but this is back in the Depression, okay? And he was working at a grocery store, and when I say, like, he made whatever it was at the time, like, so let's just say like $1 a week. It wasn't $1 a week, but it was something so crazy low, because this is back in like 30s or 40s, right? And then he got an offer to work at a different grocery store down the street, working half of the hours. Like this is like when he was a kid, and he worked insane hours for a kid. So he'd go to school and then go to work at this grocery store well below 16 years old, right? To help provide for his family whenever he was like 8 years old or whatever it was. So now this other grocery store says, look, we're going to pay you, and I'm making up the numbers, but we're going to pay you $3 a week, triple, and you're only going to work half the hours. And he wanted to work there so bad, and his mom said Zig. Well, his real name's not Zig. That became his professional name. But she wouldn't let him work there because the new grocery store, which was bigger, the bigger chain, they served beer there. And she said, I can't
Wow.
have my boy working where there's beer.
Wow.
And she wouldn't let him work there. And he said, I would never defy my mother, so I didn't work there. I didn't even question her. So, again, you look at, like, the 8 kids in the family. His money pretty much went to help provide for the family. No money. Hungry. He often talked about how hungry he was. He'd go to bed hungry, wake up hungry. Working insane amount of hours. Now he can make triple, the amount of money, less hours, and his mom won't let him do it because sometimes you got to look at, like, where does your integrity lie? Where does
Right.
your it'd be very easy sometimes to chase the money to do the wrong thing.
Yeah.
And it's not like he was going to have access to the beer. He wasn't going to be drinking the beer, but his mom knew that would be a bad influence, just like Weird Al Yankovic. Like,
Yeah.
his kids are seeing him promoting beer.
Right.
Not his kids, but his
Right.
fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden they want to start drinking, and that's a good call. I mean, that's a good person with a good heart
Yeah.
who definitely is doing the right thing. So I definitely applaud
Yeah.
that. That's good. That's
So,
great.
like, on a counter note, what do you guys think about Miley Cyrus?
I mean, I could joke
Yeah.
and say, well, yeah, she's
Yeah.
hot and she's
Whatever.
topless all the time.
Because in my and I never followed Miley, and I don't have any children, so I didn't watch Nickelodeon when she was on her show or
Disney.
whatever.
The
Disney. I'm sorry. Okay, but like, I just don't understand. I mean, she has so many young, or did, I don't know, she still does, but young fans, and I'm just so, like, disgusted by the way she
Yeah.
acts now. I
No.
just, there's so many young girls that were her fans, and they look at her wearing pasties all the time and sticking her tongue out and half nude. And
Yeah, I think it's an attention thing.
Definitely.
I don't know how you would think, like, with a guy like Billy Ray Cyrus, her father,
that's, yeah.
she would be a little bit more grounded, but
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. She was such a pretty girl, and I
Yeah.
think she could have had a great career if
And she was engaged to
Liam Hemsworth,
Yeah,
right? That was her
hello.
loss.
Hello. Yeah.
There's 3 of them too. So
All right, settle down, ladies. Wouldn't you hate to be the third brother?
Yeah.
Did you see them? Like, you got Thor, and then you
Yeah.
got
Oh,
Liam,
Thor.
and then
Yeah.
the third one just kind of looks like a guy that would work like at
he's
auto
all
mechanic.
right. No,
He's
Just all
not
right.
bad.
But then the other two are
not
like
bad.
these.
I mean,
like,
he's a Hemsworth. I'll take it.
Yeah, right,
Take it.
right.
Yeah, she definitely messed all that up, and I don't know what went wrong. I don't know. You could relate it back to Britney Spears. Obviously, anybody who knows me knows that I love Britney Spears before the meltdown. But I saw a meme and it said, as I get older, I am starting to understand Britney's meltdown a little bit more, and I kind of do. And, I mean, I don't know.
are you going to shave your head and beat up
I
with a
am
car?
with an umbrella.
Yeah.
I got my umbrella.
But even still, even Britney, I feel like even though she went through her little phase and her meltdown and everything, I still feel like
It wasn't as bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Miley's I don't know what she's doing. And
I don't know. And maybe it's true. I've heard speculation that she's doing it for to be more famous. Like it's a business
I think
decision
it's-
she's making, and
I don't know if that's
I don't know if
working.
that's working or not. But I
Yeah.
just feel like you have so much money, you don't need any more money. Like start acting like a good role
know.
model or something.
What's like, well, like I was going back, like, when she was on the Disney Channel, and like I was saying, she was so pretty, and I think like if she would have stayed how she was, I think she would have been great in movies. I think
Oh,
she
yeah.
could have had a good movie career, and she didn't need the fame.
Right.
I think she would have still been adored, but
Yeah.
right now, I wouldn't want my daughter looking up to that or anything
No.
like that. I mean, I wish Taylor Swift came out a little bit later so that
Yeah.
Maddie could kind of follow that, because I
know.
think Taylor Swift is a really good role model.
I do too. Yeah.
And I hope there's more to come, kind of like Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think with something with the Disney Channel, it seems like a lot of those kids come out a little weird. Not so much Nickelodeon. Those kids stay pretty good.
I want to get all up on that wrecking ball with her.
Go
as
for
far as
it.
Miley,
Go ahead.
here's what I think it's like. It's obviously an intention thing. I think it did push her higher as far as her. Look, the more controversy you can cause, the more your name's getting out there, the more people are
Yeah.
talking about you.
Right.
And it's selling more records. That's all it's doing.
Do you
I
think
don't
it's
know,
selling
though,
more records?
Because if anything,
not
I've
today,
like
but more downloads. But yeah,
I
I don't know. If anything, I have the reversed.
Yeah, I have
like
less
I'm like
respect.
anything that I would have listened to her before. No.
I think you guys are thinking as women, though, and I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I think you're thinking of as like, oh, she's just disgusting. I think what I mean is like anybody, guy, girl, whoever, if you're getting your name out there and causing controversy, look at Kanye West. The guy's an idiot, but
Yeah.
he now he just got rewarded for, you know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like the more controversy you cause, the Trump, again, like him, hate him. I'm not even going to go there. What I'm saying
No,
is
don't.
he's causing controversy. His name's out. He's rising in the polls.
But
Miley Cyrus is also on the
I
polls.
still kind of disagree because Trump's a role model in a lot of aspects in his life. He's a very successful man.
Success, yeah. Mm-hmm.
We can't. I mean, nobody can disagree with that, whether you like him or not. But I don't know, Miley Cyrus. I just feel like I don't know.
My personal view on Miley, and my honest personal view is that at first I got it. It was all right.
At first.
Some of it was even kind of hot. Some. And then now it's just annoying. To be honest,
one?
it's just
That's
annoying.
what I like. She's always sticking her tongue
Which
out
one?
and
When
like.
she's on that wrecking ball and
Oh,
naked.
okay.
That was pretty hot.
And honestly, like she was very attractive initially. And initially, I thought, okay, this is for controversy, is making her more famous, blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
But like, okay, it's been like how long now? 3-4 years? Like
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
Put your tongue back in your
Yeah.
mouth. Start putting some clothes on. Like
I think here's my view on it too. I think it's almost like Lady Gaga. You got to know when Lady Gaga pushed it too far.
Yes.
Now she's
And
almost
then
not that
she's-
popular anymore.
Right.
Miley Cyrus is kind of in my eyes, and Miley's a multi-millionaire. I'm not, so who am I? What I'm saying is like I think she's you got to almost. There's a certain thing where you just back off a little bit and let people create a mystery, create like don't. She's always just out there, out there,
Yes,
out there, out, and
yes.
people I think get sick of you.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah. Now every time I see